What's up everyone, and welcome to my January through May manga haul. And during those 5 months, I believe I got about 60 mangas. And seeing how this isn't really a manga channel, I would say that's kind of a lot. And to be honest, if I wasn't buying something else, there probably would have been a lot more manga. But enough about that. I will now be going over all the manga I got each month from January to May. And January was without a doubt the biggest haul compared to all the other months. And in this haul, I got Berserk Deluxe Volume 12. I feel like this doesn't really need that much explaining. It's Berserk. I love Berserk. If you haven't read Berserk, I recommend it. As long as you're 18 plus, adults only. And the next manga I got was Gangsta Volumes 1 through 4. I also want to point out that all these mangas weren't bought in one singular order. It's usually split up between like 1 or 2. I just got them within the months. I also wanted to point out that when I bought Gangsta, I didn't really know it was on an indefinite hiatus at the time. And I believe it still is on an indefinite hiatus right now. But I know a bunch of people that saw the anime recommend the anime. And then the second season we never got it because the studio shut down. So I figured I might as well just read it and then watch the anime and do a comparison type thing. I mean, I'll still do that, but as for finishing the whole gangsta story, probably won't happen, sadly. But I'm still excited to start reading it. And the next manga I got was All of the Possums. Now, this is a manga I don't believe too many people have heard about. Even I haven't really heard about it. I've only ever heard of the author's name, Tsutomu Nihei, who has also done Blam, Knights of Sidonia, Abara, amongst other things I'm sure of. But mostly I've heard his name through Blam and Knights of Sidonia. But what prompted me to buy Opossums is that someone recommended it if you really liked Fire Punch by Tatsuki Fujimoto. And I loved Fire Punch, so I figured why not buy it. And I bought it especially since it went on sale at the time for $7.77, when it usually goes for about $10 each per volume, I believe. And I know that because volume 9 was out of stock when I ordered it, and by the time it went into stock, the sale was already over. But I already got a great deal on the rest of it, so it didn't matter too much. But I almost got all of them for a really good discount. And lastly for January was actually a nostalgia buy, and possibly another anime or manga no one's ever really heard about. This is an anime that I started watching when I was, I'm not going to say my age, but in the year 2008, I believe, 2007, 2008, because it was on Toonami. And keep in mind, I already seen the entire anime. It just took me, my friend lent me the anime for me to watch all of it. But like I said, this is a big nostalgia anime for me, so I've been slowly collecting Mare merchandise as I come across it. I mean, as you can see behind me, I have a giant Mare wall scroll right behind me that I by chance came across at an anime expo in 2014, I believe. Yeah, it was just at a random booth in a bin in the way far back of the exhibit hall, so that was a lucky find. And speaking of lucky, if it wasn't for my brother asking me how much Mare mangas were, and keep in mind I've always been keeping my eye out for a good deal on eBay, but when he asked me how much they were, I said, no, I haven't checked in about like 3 days. So I went on, and then I found the complete set for about $100 cheaper than everyone else selling theirs. And it did seem a little off that it was a lot cheaper, so when I looked at it more, the description said that there was writing in the books, pages were yellowing. So I decided to message the seller asking about the writing on the book, and apparently he had to put that there was writing in the book, mainly due to volume 5 just saying Calgary Public Library. Yeah, other than that, I really went into detail with, so there's no pen marks, marker marks, paint, Sharpie, highlight, all of that, just to cover all ground, saying within the book. And he was like, nope, just that. Well, that and the pages were yellow. But it's a really old manga, so I wasn't going to come across a brand new set anytime soon or at all. So if a collector were to have it in a perfect condition, I don't think they'd be selling it, especially for that price, which was about, I believe, $130 around there. So yeah, $130, 15 volumes for a manga I can't really find. I mean, it is a little annoying that volume 2 is a little different, and that's the only one that's different. But like I said, got the whole thing. That's fine. That's cool. It's awesome. Super stoked about it. I will read it sometime in the future though. Like I said, I've seen the anime, but is the anime true to the manga? I don't know, and I will find out sometime in the future. And that was the entire haul for January. Now let's go to February. And this haul is a little bit different, mostly because pretty much all the manga here I got for my birthday, which is in February. So the mangas I received for my birthday were Blade of the Immortal volumes 4 through 7, and Gangsta 5 through 8. Keep in mind, I didn't expect to get any, or let alone this much manga for my birthday, so it's cool. Shout out my family. And also there's probably people wondering at this point why I have Blade of the Immortal, the omnibus editions, not necessarily the deluxe editions. Mainly because I don't really have that much space, if you've seen from my organization video slash new manga shelf video. So getting a massive deluxe edition wouldn't really have that much space for it, seeing as how there would have been 10 of them. So to just have 10 more massive deluxe editions when I already own a bunch of Akiras, Berserks, along with future massive mangas that I will be getting in the future, there really wouldn't have been that much space for it. So I opted out and decided on the regular omnibus editions. And to be honest, I think they just look a little bit cooler. Not just because you get the entire artwork on the front of it, but because of the spines as well. So when put it away, I think it just looks really, really cool, rather than just having the gray Blade of the Immortal. Okay, there are probably people wondering about Berserk, like, what about that spine? Wouldn't the spines of the manga look cooler? Probably, but also, the way I look at a Berserk Deluxe Edition, it kind of just reminds me of a grimoire. And in the context of Berserk, that just makes it look really cool to me. So yeah, just a different entity from Blade of the Immortal. But yeah, who knows, maybe in the future I'll decide to also get the deluxe editions, you know, if I come into a lot of money. But yeah, no, I got these, started reading it, not bad. But also I would recommend that you relax the spines when you do have books of this size that are these omnibuses. And yeah, if you do that, you're golden, because I don't really have any wrinkles down the middle of the spines, as you'll see later on when I show the entire setup. And now for the March manga haul. And to start this one off, it'll be Berserk Volume 13. And yeah, I got this one a little bit earlier than most because I ordered it through In Stock Trades, which is a site that sells mostly comics, not really manga per se. So yeah, just a little hint, if you want a brand new Berserk Deluxe Edition, order from there when it's about to come out, because you'll also get it for about $28 plus shipping, but you can get free shipping, and my other brothers actually read comics, so just added that to the order. Shipping was free. Super cool. And the next manga I got in the month of March was Blade of the Immortal Volume 10. And with this volume, it means I have now completed all of Blade of the Immortal. And like I said before, look at the spines. I think it looks fantastic. I am about halfway through with the series at this point in time, and I am loving it. So can't wait to finish it. And the last series I got during this time was actually Dead Man Wonderland. I don't think too many people would have guessed that this would have been on my list. But the reason for me buying Dead Man Wonderland was me seeing it in 2012, 2011, when it was on Toonami, and just remembering that the anime just seemed super fast paced and a lot of information was cut out. And yeah, I believe Dead Man Wonderland is another one of those shows where people say, read the manga, it's better. And you know what, I kind of like the concept of Dead Man Wonderland, so I figured, you know what, I might as well read the whole thing and see what they did cut out. I have yet to start it, and also during this time, just like with the Possums, all of it was available aside from Volume 5, which was out of stock. And that leads us into the month of April. Yeah, this month I only got Dead Man Wonderland Volume 5. It's as if my money was going someplace else. Anyways, so yeah, I just got Volume 5 to complete Dead Man Wonderland, and I can't wait to start it as well. And that leads us into May, where I only bought one series, and that series was Blam. Yes, another work of Tsutomu Nihei, who has done Opossums. And for these, I got these specifically mainly because they were on sale. So rather than $27, I spent $23, $24. A little bit of a sale. Not a big sale, but, you know, better than nothing. And I've been wanting this in my collection for a while. Sure, I haven't read Opossums yet, but I think I will be starting Opossums before I read Blum. So it'll probably be a while before I actually get to reading Blum, even though I really want to. Also, when reading that it was a master edition, I kind of assumed it would be an actual hardcover, because I think it's even advertised as a hardcover when they're pretty flimsy. I don't know, that's just a little thing I don't really like about it. That's my only complaint. Yeah, other than that, art, it's great. The size A little bigger than usual, but you know, I already come to terms that a lot of the manga I want are the size of a deluxe volumes or omnibuses. So there you have it, 5 months worth of manga. And if you see my reorganization video, you're probably wondering how my manga setup looks now. So I'm gonna show you real quick. First, I'll start off with the Berserk section. Obviously, the only thing different is I just added volume 13, the deluxe volume 13. Yeah, and I think at this point in time, the deluxe volume 14 will be coming out in November, so there's that as well. I will definitely be adding to this. As for the Blam mangas, I added them next to the Akira ones because they're the same size as the Berserk ones, and you know, they're all way too big to be going onto my hanging bookshelf. As you can see, it's a lot different from last time. Took out all of the One Piece mangas and then added more Pokemon card stuff, some DVDs along with the figures. And the Your figure I haven't shown yet at this point in time. And yeah, the layout of this will be changing probably within a month due to Rightstuf having their birthday sale coming soon. So I will be buying quite a few manga from there. And there you have it. That concludes all the manga I bought from the months of January through May. And like I said earlier, the birthday sale for Rightstuf is coming up soon. I believe at this point in time within 10 days. So expect another manga haul within maybe a month. But yeah, if you like manga, anime, Pokemon cards, or just collecting in general, art, be sure to subscribe. And if you liked today's video, please leave a like. And if you also collect manga, what were your recent pickups? Let me know down below. But yes, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.